What's up, everybody? I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And welcome back to another episode of this freaking show. It is the weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. The same weekly podcast that is brought to you by ballwash.com. Guys, if you're just like me and you take pride in your mid-region, if you will, your manhood, okay, your genitalia, you want to get a product that's going to treat you right. It gives you that cleanliness you desire, but without the hard scrubbing effect you feel you have to do to it. Well, guys, ballwash.com is the opportunity for you to show your balls the love and support that they desperately need in life. It's not even your testicular region. It's your hair as well. They got shampoos and conditioners on top of body washes, nut rubs and creams that you can put onto your region. They got a cream powder that goes on and just dries away. It's absolutely amazing, the products that they have available to you. Because of COVID, they developed a hand sanitizer that you could purchase. They also have a line of boxers that you could also buy. Guys, they literally have you covered. Go to ballwash.com, check out all the amazing products, check out the packages that you can buy things together. Go to checkout, throw it in your cart, use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET at checkout. It'll save you 15% on your entire order. Ballwash.com, from head to toe, hole to pole, they got you.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
This freaking show is also sponsored by Audible.com. If you would like to read a book, but want someone to read it to you, head over to audibletrial.com/freaknet right now. You'll be able to get a 30-day free trial plus a free credit towards your first audiobook purchase. I don't know about you, but that seems like a pretty great deal to me.
Uh-huh.
If I could recommend a book that has been recommended to me that I can't wait to read, it would be Lamb by Christopher Moore. Christopher Moore is an absurdist writer. He writes very silly things. And the book Lamb is about Jesus' best friend. I think his name is like Bob. And Jesus, in this fictional storytelling, is not he's not allowed to sin, but he has to be able to understand humanity in order to be sacrificed on the cross. Bob is the guy who does all the sinning on behalf of Jesus. So if Jesus needs to know what a threesome is like so that he can understand that and forgive it, then Bob has the threesome for him and gives him the explicit details so that he can understand. And the concept is that this story is the releasing of the gospel of Bob. So fun concept, really interesting. I can't wait to go read it. You should go read it right now. Go ahead, head to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get that book for free. It should be a riot, good short read. Yeah, head over there now. Do it now.
Nice show.
Yeah.
Guys, over the past few weeks, we have been doing a lot of different things here, on this freaking show that we haven't done in the past, such as playing some quiz games online, making up some weird games to play during the COVID situation, doing what we can to kind of keep you guys entertained and excited throughout the entire show. This week is going to be a little bit different because we're just kind of going to catch up with ourselves, and it's just going to be more of a low-key show. We do got the Star Award that we're going to give out here in a little bit. As well, we're going to kind of again, remind you guys what's going on with this freaky show, the entire month-long celebration of Halloween. Talk a little bit about that, what we're doing in there and everything, the plan I kind of have for it, and some things I'm hoping we do get done as we kind of roll into the next month coming up. The President bracket, we gotta go over that, kind of give you the updated on the first round and also the next round coming up. Reminder, if you guys are looking to where you could vote for that, it is in the Facebook story of our Facebook page, This Freaking Show. It's also on our story of Freaknet Studios. I do encourage you guys to check it out and participate in the voting because, believe it or not, the polls that go into those stories only last 24 hours. So I'm constantly putting it in there on a daily basis. So it is some work for me. So I encourage you guys to appreciate the work I do for you and go ahead and do those polls.
Nice.
Yeah. Before we dive into any of that, though, we do have to find out what freaking happened this week. So, Joey, if you're ready, would you care to share with me what you found that freaking happened this week?
Yes. I found this one interesting because I live in Cook County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also, as I know you are, a big fan of the history of gangsters.
I am, absolutely.
Yeah. So on the 3rd of September, 1926, the gangster Harry Lefty Lewis was brought to trial for murder charges in Cook County, Illinois. Throughout the trial, it is believed that witnesses and jurors had been intimidated with death threats from Lefty and from the syndicate, if you will. And despite the overwhelming evidence of his guilt, it only took 6 hours to decide that he was innocent. Because everyone was so afraid of his threats. So,
God, it was
a little piece of...
Yeah, it was funny because I saw somebody, excuse me, I don't know who it was, but because of everything going on in, the world right now, so much stupid posted on Facebook, but it was somebody that posted something that was kind of funny just because I'm a fan of Chicago history and, Al Capone and the whole, oh God, who is that one guy? Can't remember his name. Derringer.
Oh, yeah, John.
Yeah, John Dillinger, not Derringer.
Dillinger, yeah.
Dillinger from Indiana and all that stuff. And, I mean, the local history is kind of pretty cool. And obviously with the bar that's out here in my local area that is called Miami Gardens, owned by Al Capone at one point before he got arrested and everything was seized from him and all that. Somebody posted on Facebook something about because of everything that's going on, it's ridiculous about how Chicago hasn't been as safe as it was when Al Capone ran everything, which is goofy to fucking think, but I guess realistically, I mean, like, there wasn't as much violence, I guess, in Chicago televised, and I guess, because there's no doubt there's been violence in Chicago well before Al Capone. It just happened. Yeah. I think it's just more of a social media thing. It's just not broadcast as much as it is.
Oh, for sure. I mean, 24-hour news is practically brand new.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was just goofy to hear it, and it was just kind of like a funny little thing. It was like, oh shit, actually, I was just thinking about, the mobs and stuff from Chicago. Me and a buddy of mine were having like a conversation about unions and shit like that, and I know that he was like part of like union bosses and working with them and all that shit, and, it was just a goofy thing. I just thought it was kind of funny that somebody posted that. It's like, realistically, I don't think that crime was less in the 1920s. I mean, like, it probably could have been ratio-wise based on population and all that stuff, but, right. I mean, to say that there was less death because Al Capone was around, it's kind of not realistic. But,
right.
Fun fact, Bachelor's Grove is a big thing that was relatable to Al Capone and body drops and stuff.
Really?
So, yeah, so that's a fun little thing we're going to kind of look at, too, when we do our tours and stuff, because that creek that runs through Bachelor's Grove was supposed to be a supposed dumping site for Al Capone.
Dang.
Yeah. Let's see here. Where's mine at? I just had it. There it is. All right. Polio victim becomes first American woman to win 3 gold medals in a single Olympiad.
What? That's so cool.
Right. September 7th, 1960. Wilma Rudolph, who was crippled by polio as a child, wins her 3rd gold medal as part of the 4x100 meter relay in the 1960 Summer Olympics. She has previously won the 100 and 200 meter dashes, setting a new Olympic record of 23.2 seconds for the 200 meter dash, earning her the title fastest woman in the world. She had overcome the crippling effect of polio as a child, contracting the disease at age 5, losing strength in her legs. Strength in her left leg and foot, and she had to wear a leg brace until the age of 12. The 20th of her father's 22 children.
My goodness.
Good for you, dude. Her family members gave her daily leg massages to restore the strength in her leg. She also competed in the 1956 Olympics, where her 4x1 meter relay team won the bronze medal with a time matching the previous world record of 44.9. She died at the age of 54 after being diagnosed with brain and throat cancer.
Oh.
Well,
damn, what a life.
I know. I mean, the fact that she had polio, overcame it, won 3 gold medals. It's inspiring. Truly inspiring. One event I did want to mention, which I think does go without saying, this week will mark the 19th year of 9/11. So we won't forget. Hope you guys don't either. And yeah, cool. All right, Joe. What do you want to move on to? You want to move on to the Star Wars? Or do you want to talk about the presidential bracket?
Ooh, I want to know about the presidential bracket.
Excellent. All right, guys. Like I mentioned, this is the bracket we're doing for the most badass president. You take it as who could win in a fight, who's more badass, who's the coolest, whatever you want to do. I literally call it POTUS Beatdown 2020. So basically, we picked 36 presidents out of the 44 that we had, because Grover Cleveland obviously won twice. He was 31 and 33, or 33 and 35, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
So out of the 44 presidents, we picked the 36 that we loved. We put them into a bracket, randomized it. Week 1, we had Theodore Roosevelt taking on William Harrison. Theodore Roosevelt won in votes, so he moved on. Martin Van Buren took on William McKinley. Martin Van Buren won, which moved him into the next round. Chester Arthur took on Grover Cleveland. Cleveland won, and then Ulysses S. Grant took on Benjamin Harrison, and which Grant won. So Theodore Roosevelt, Martin Van Buren, Grover Cleveland, and Ulysses S. Grant all moved into the next round from that point. So we're going to move into the next bracket for this week. Now, polls for this is going to be released the day that this gets released, which would be September 9th until next Monday. So I think that's the 14th. So you guys got 5 days to check our Facebook stories. Again, this Freakin' Shows page and Freakin' Studios page. The polls will be in the story. Make sure you go and vote for who you want. That way we can tabulate them as a total, and then the ones with the highest votes move forward. The next 4 coming up here is going to be George Washington taking on Zach Taylor, Andrew Johnson taking on Richard Nixon, John Adams taking on Herbert Hoover, and Lyndon B. Johnson taking on George H.W. Bush. That's George Sr.
Nice.
So those 4 would be on the polls for this week, so make sure you do check them out, and we'll keep going through until we find an ultimate winner, which I think if I did this right, it should be like 7 weeks from now.
Nice.
That should maybe put us around our season finale, 5-year anniversary show, or it'll be like the week after or something like that. I don't know. Somewhere around
Nice. That sounds right. Whatever it is.
It's close, because I mean we got our 200th episode, I think, is next week, isn't it?
Oh man, is it really that soon? That's wild.
Nope, that's like 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now, the 22nd, yeah. So we're good. So 2 weeks from now, we got our 200th episode. Again, that's going to be our Ask Us Anything show, so make sure you guys get those questions in. I got a few of them in. I think a couple of them might have been repeats from our last time we did this, which I think was like the season 3 finale. So some of them might be repeats. A lot of goofy ones. I do appreciate you guys kind of like keeping us on the lighter side of it, and so a lot of cool questions coming in, so I do appreciate that. A lot of thinkers too. A lot of good thinkers though. Like really good thinkers. Some comic related, hero kind of like thinkers. So, also, obviously a couple weeks ago, we did that show. I think it was last week. They're all mixing together now, Joe. We did the, episode for, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Talking about the alternatives for Black Panther. And I know you sent me that comic strip, of, his sister taking over. Yeah. And actually, Sarge sent me an article on, our Facebook page about, I guess the idea is, the daughter, or no, it's not the daughter, the sister taking over.
Gotcha.
And it's like I told him, like, it seemed like a logical choice. You know, when you look at like blood and culture and all that in Wakanda, the logical thing is the bloodline and who's taking over for it and everything. I know you mentioned it, and about the whole like winning the battle concept of it.
Yeah.
I still have a strong belief that even if it's for a brief period of time, I would love to see them do a concept with Killmonger or Winter Soldier or someone else taking up the Black Panther name, even if it's for a brief period of time. Not the whole thing. You know, I don't want him to be the dead set Black Panther going forward. Just a moment, just for a reason or something like that.
Gotcha. I could dig.
Yeah. But yeah, again, guys, check out the polls and everything. Again, it's gonna be released on the Facebook page. Please vote. It's a lot of fun. I want to keep doing this. I actually had an idea for one about hot dogs.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kinds of hot dogs out there. I actually thought about making one of those food challenges for us for hot dogs.
You know what's interesting about that is that I had a type of ketchup the other day that I'd never had before, and now I kind of want to do a ketchup tasting.
How so, Joe? Like various ketchups or ketchups on various foods?
We could do it either way. Obviously anything but a hot dog or a hamburger. Probably French fries would be the way to go. Because we're not 12.
I don't see. That's for me. It's one of those things because we talked about doing the weird food tasting kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Like where you get people who do weird things with foods and it may be weird to you, but why not try it? Ketchup on hot dog was one of those things on my list. Nice. Along with grape jelly on eggs.
I like grape jelly on eggs.
Jam and butter on toast.
Ooh, that's how I like it.
Yeah, see, I've never done it. It sounds unpleasant to me, even though I know for a fact that no matter what diner I go to, all the toast they bring you is already buttered. It's just melted already.
Yeah.
But the idea of actually seeing butter and jam kind of mixed together on top of a piece of bread, not a fan of it.
Fair.
I wanted to try the Elvis sandwich with the peanut butter, banana, and bacon.
So good.
That's one thing. There was actually an idea I had for a food challenge. It was actually, oh man, I wish I saved it. There was it was a type of food from every state, but there was also a video I saw of the most popular drink from every state. And I thought how cool it would be to do a drink food pairing in which state had the best pairing of the best two things per state.
Nice.
Yeah. Now the only problem is, I think when it came to Chicago, it was Malort. So it would have been like a beef sandwich with a shot of Malort.
I could see that actually being pretty good.
No, it wouldn't.
I like Malort.
Yeah.
And by I mean tolerate.
Did I tell you that Colin found a whiskey being made by Malort?
Yes, they make it. You didn't tell me, but I did know about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the bourbon, Jepson's bourbon.
There you go. Yeah.
It's fine. It tastes like bourbon. It has a very Malort aftertaste.
So you've had it?
I did. Yeah, I have.
Where did you try that at?
My local liquor store was selling it, and I bought a bottle.
Does it taste like they made it within the same Malort barrels?
I don't know that I paid that much attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever enjoy that. I don't know if that's something, because first of all, I'm not a big bourbon fan to begin with.
Yeah.
Malort, I could take it or leave it. It's not my drink of choice. If someone's like, hey, let's do a shot, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, okay, cool, let me get that fucking Malort. That's not me. Malort starts and stops with, oh, you haven't tried it yet? You're at my house? Okay, let's go ahead and fucking do it then.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to a fucking bar in Chicago, and I think it's called a Chicago handshake. I know we talked about this so many fucking times. I think
gives up an old style with a...
Yeah.
Well, Malort with an old style chaser, actually, I think is the...
Yes, yeah. I'm not going to order that shit. It's just not me. And the fact I know how much booze costs in Chicago, I know Malort's not any different. I'm not spending $8 to suffer.
No. Yeah, that's a waste of money. Get something you like.
Yes. But so the video I did find is best sandwiches in every state. So I thought maybe somewhere down the road, if we find the right person who can make us food, we'll just say, hey, listen, these are the sandwiches we need you to make. And maybe one day we'll sit down and we could try every sandwich from every state, the best sandwich from every state, and the most preferred drink from every state. And we'll pair them off. And see how it goes. Kind of rank it how we did with Portillo's.
Yeah, I dig that a lot.
Yeah. So we always got ideas, man. There's always ideas flowing.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to be, I was for years and years and years, I was a Heinz 57 guy. And then I got introduced to Red Gold, and I was a Red Gold loyalist for a long time. But this Chef's Choice ketchup is the best ketchup I've ever had.
Okay, so it's not a flavor, it's a brand.
Yeah, it'd be the brand of ketchup.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because they have slight differences.
So, would you be interested in doing a blind taste test ranking?
Oh, yeah.
So we could taste the ketchup, try to guess which one it is, and then put it in a ranking. That's why it's impartial.
Absolutely.
Awesome. What other? So there's Heinz, the one you just said, that gold one. Is there a Hellman's?
Hellman's is mayonnaise. I don't know if they do anything else.
Does French have ketchup? Is it just
I don't know.
the world we live in? Well, I know there's great value.
Yeah.
I know there's like those off-brand ketchups. Maybe I think there's like a legit catsup.
Oh, Hunt's.
Hunt's, that's what I'm thinking of. Hunt's. I'm down for that. Yeah, no, I think that'd be a great fucking idea. Let's sit there and find out what is the best ketchup based on just impartiality. Fuck it. We can even go and get some packets from some fast food places.
I am into it.
All right.
Ooh, excuse me. That yawn snuck up on me.
Hi, Joe. It is the beginning of the month, and as we try to do with every new monthly episode. Wait, did we ever do a show last week? Was last week's a September show?
It was a September show.
Well, this week we're going to do our Fellow Star Award.
Nice.
We're going to give one out. And
I'm excited. You said you had one, and I can't wait to hear it.
It's not a good one, Joe.
That's fine. I give it to Skype like 8 times for being.
I know, right? It's well, this one's also technology, and I want to give it to those who are coming out with the PS5.
Because, Sony.
Yeah, I believe they're the reasons I had to erase everything on my PS4 in order for it to work again.
What?
Yeah. So this past Monday, I was watching Plex on PlayStation. Colin put his movies onto this Plex system that I could watch his movies and stuff from my PlayStation. Everything was going fine, going good. I was shutting it down. Took a little break from it. Started watching some paranormal caught on tape episodes on the Travel Channel. If anyone out there loves ghost related paranormal stuff, check out the Travel Channel. Pretty much 24/7. There's always some kind of ghost story on there. It's really fucking cool. So I took a break from Plex. I was watching a little TV. I was getting ready to sit down for dinner. I was like, I gotta get back onto Plex. I'm gonna watch some Bones. Huge fan of the Bones TV show. So I go to turn on the PlayStation, and all of a sudden I get this error reading about updating the software to 7.55 or some shit. And I have to connect my controller to the system. They say I have to get a USB drive with the software on it. I didn't know what the fuck that meant because I'm not tech savvy in any way. Trying to figure it out, couldn't fucking do it. I'm Googling whatever the hell this is to figure out what's going on. Maybe something I'm doing wrong. Turns out a lot of people are having this issue.
Oh, dang.
From this software update. Some people, they kind of got fixed. Some people didn't and everything. So I said, fuck it. I'm done. I'll just watch Travel Channel for the rest of the night. Today I woke up and I tried doing everything I can to figure out what's going on, taking it step by step, calling PlayStation IT, and not calling, I was doing like their online chat, which is just a fucking bot. And their whole thing is like, is it working? Yes or no? No. Did you plug it in? Yes or no? Yes. Did you press the power button? Yes or no? Yes. Is the PlayStation symbol showing up? No. Is it asking for a software update? Yes. Did you update the software? No. Are you able to update the software? No. Did you try this? Yes. Did it work? No. Are you sure? It's like, fuck you, dude. So, it's not
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Not a real person. So, there were 3 different ways to do it. You can either update it through the internet, you can update it through the USB drive, or you can update it through a disk. I put it in safe mode. I tried the internet way, didn't fucking work. I tried the USB way, didn't fucking work. I don't own the disk. Luckily, I was able to call Awkward Con to ask him. He said his PlayStation was working fine, no problems with his. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe something's fucking wrong with mine then. He comes over, we're sitting there, he comes over around 3:30 or whatever, trying to help me figure it out. We're trying all these things. He's looking on his phone, I'm looking on my phone. We're trying different USBs and all this other shit. Still, it's just in this constant safe mode loop. We used his USB instead of mine because this is a little bit newer. Maybe that was it. So we plugged it in and just brought the same fucking loop. Please connect controller. Did it. Please connect USB. Did it. Please continue to update. Did it. Update not found. And then it resets the fucking PlayStation. So we're in this fucking constant loop. Finally, we got to the point where, we just, said, fuck it. We're just going to, set it back to, factory. Yeah. Which sucked because a huge baseball fan. I play MLB The Show. I had like 4 different Road to the Shows on there. I had all these awesome, baseball, like bats and helmets and all this shit that I earned doing the game and everything. So it sucked that all that's fucking gone.
Oh, you can't restore it?
No, I mean, I got my trophies back, but who gives a shit about that?
Right,
you know?
Yeah, no, who cares about
my trophies don't give me a plus 20 on power when I fucking want to crush home runs, you know?
Right, yeah.
So I lost it all. Everything online. I mean, a lot of people did. There were a lot of people that said I had to factory reset my PlayStation. I just waited it out and it came back. Some people said I just bought a new one. And then there's a lot of conspiracies out there saying it's kind of funny how this is happening when the PS5 is going to be coming out soon. And,
right.
I'm just like, no, that can't be it. I'm hoping it's not it.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not it, but damn.
Yep. So I had a factory reset. So I'm pretty upset about that. So, I figured the best way for me to handle it is to hand out a Star Award to Sony and the creation of the 7.55 software update that ruined my evening for the most part.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good use of the award.
It is, Joe. Oh man, I was telling Colin, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if I lose this PlayStation, because I watch Disney Plus on there, I watch Netflix on there, Amazon Prime. I mean, I don't got a fucking job right now. And there's only so much I keep myself busy before I want to sit down and just enjoy my fucking evening. Right? He's like, well, you can watch it all on your phone. And I'm like,
It's not the same.
Yeah, I got 60-inch TV for a reason.
Right.
You know, he's like, oh, we can do the screen-to-screen share. I'm like, stop it. Stop trying to make this feel better. It's not working.
I don't want a solution. I want a vent.
Yes. So, congratulations, Sony, for receiving an amazing award that only few tech companies have received.
That's true.
Because I don't think we really give it to any techs outside of Skype.
No, I think that's it.
Maybe Microsoft did once. I can't remember.
Maybe. Well, Microsoft makes Skype, so.
Yeah, I mean, really, we just hand this shit out. Like, it's just handed out.
Yeah.
Whenever we feel need. Did we ever discuss the possibility of ending the Star Award?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah, finishing up after the season.
Yeah, retiring it.
Yeah,
I feel like, I don't know who else we could give it to. We've really covered all our bases.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the people I know who deserved it got it. And now it's just kind of, okay, well, I guess it's just our own way of, so I think it's one of those things like where it doesn't become a monthly thing. It'll just be our way of, strongly, implying something really sucks.
Perfect.
Nice. Yeah. Until we meet somebody awesome, then we can just give them the award again. But They have to really do something fucking cool.
Yeah, like John Hamm, if he just came on our show. That'd be cool.
Right.
Be very cool of him.
No, I was thinking, it gave me a fucking idea. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we got like Stephen King to do an interview on our show for like this freaky show?
That would be absolutely amazing.
Cause I know, and we've talked about it a couple of times over the past couple of weeks. And, and guys, just a reminder, I mentioned, we have that logo, the This Freaky Show logo that you've seen on our social media. That's going to be released into our market, our Facebook not our Facebook marketplace, our TeePublic, shop, our Freaknet, shop there, next week. So.
Oh, nice.
So I think I just want to go ahead and, to put out there a couple weeks early before Halloween just so people get their stuff. or before October. I mean, obviously Halloween's over a month and a half away.
Right.
But this way it gives you guys an opportunity to buy the stuff and enjoy it for the month of October. Again, we're not doing shirts. We're just doing the magnets and pins and stickers and cell phone cases, posters, and stuff like that. So pretty much you get everything else, coffee mugs and things. So, again, that'll be released next week. There is another sale going on for, I believe, just t-shirts starting next week. Thank you for those who did buy some merchandise, this past sale, this past Labor Day weekend. I don't know who you are, but whoever decided to buy the original Freak travesty portrait magnet, I do appreciate you loving me enough to have me stuck on your fridge.
Nice.
Yeah. At first I thought it was you, Joe. I'm like, yeah, Joey's, I gotta buy a fucking magnet.
That's true. I have never bought a magnet in my life.
Yeah, so I don't know who did it, but thanks for whoever did it. I appreciate that. If you're a stalker, buy more merch. Just don't kill me. But a couple good sales this past week, and I do appreciate it. And again, there's going to be a sale, I believe, this coming week for t-shirts. It's either this week or next week. There's going to be the t-shirt sale, 35% off. And then at the end of the month, there is another 35% off the entire shop. So look out for that stuff. Keep track of that because our merchandise does help us out. It helps us earn money so we could do things like food tastings and rankings and challenges and stuff like that. So tpublic.com, TEEPUBLAC.com, search TFS. That's going to be for this freaking show or this freaky show. All the merchandise will show up there. But nice. Coming October, like I said, there's a couple ideas that I know we got for it. I mean, we're definitely doing the cemetery tours. That's going to be released on our FreakNet Studios YouTube page, which you guys can find on YouTube at FreakNet Studios. Make sure you subscribe to it, hit the notification bell, and notify all so you get an update. 2 episodes a week. I'm not sure what days they're going to be. Probably Tuesday and Thursday, or Monday and Friday. Not sure. But it's going to be spread out. It's going to be 2 a week for the entire month of October. It's going to be 8 cemeteries that we're going to visit. I'm really excited to do this because this is going to be something new and different for us to do. Because this is more. Because obviously we did do, the Portillo's thing. We did the soda challenge, the soda ranking, the burgers, the hot sauces and stuff like that. But that was more just stationary sitting inside. This is new for us because we're actually going to be traveling around and walking around these cemeteries with our equipment. This is going to be something new and different for me. I don't know how we're structuring it. If, one of us is holding a camera while the other one talks, or I don't know what your plan is for it, Joe. Because again, this is kind of all new. So, and I don't know about which equipment we're going to use or how we're going to do this, but I'm really excited for it. We're going to check out, Back Grove and Resurrection Cemetery, which are one of the 2 most famous, in the Chicago area. We're going to check out a couple other cemeteries like the Circus, cemetery area in the Lake Forest. I know I can't remember it. Forest Park.
Yeah.
Forest Park. Aurora, Shanahan. So the way I did, and this is how much we love you guys, is our whole idea is, to hit and travel all these and get them done. So it can be edited down, look nice, and get sent out to you. We're going to be doing these all, on pretty much our own dime. The traveling and everything else, which granted, they are within our area, but it's 6 hours and about 300 miles of driving.
Woo!
Yeah. So, that's going to be on us. That's on our dime. We're paying for that because we want to build the content for you guys. And that's why we encourage you to check out ballwash.com, check out, audible.com, check out TeePublic because again, the money that comes in helps us do stuff like this. So, I'm really excited to do it. I know that one of the episodes we have set up for October, we're going to talk about, I think like monsters and serial killers and stuff like that. We're going to talk about haunted places, on another one of our episodes. There was another idea I had, but then the 4th week I have completely open. And I thought about maybe seeing if we could get a hold of Graham to come on and talk about zombies.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
It would, but the last 3 times we tried it, he blew us off.
That's true.
So I don't know if that'll work. We'll definitely give it a shot. One of the things I know has been a topic through especially a lot of people on like my village page on Facebook, was concerned about trick-or-treating this year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's been determined. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. But I don't see why not. Like, realistically, like, I don't see why trick-or-treating couldn't happen.
Yeah, you just got to figure out a good way to do it, safely. Or just, like, if you're sick, stay home. Just don't buy your kids a bag of candy. It'll be okay.
Realistically, I mean, couldn't parents save so much time by just doing that?
You'd think.
Right? But I know, obviously, they don't want people, like, around each other. I know, like, down here by me, being around people isn't that difficult to do. I know trick-or-treat has been so, like, the idea that has been so drained out about how little time you get outside. You only get, like, 3 hours, and the weather's been so shitty. Like, I can't remember the last time we had a Halloween where it didn't, like, rain or get too cold.
Right.
But I know a lot of people are dead set on having a Halloween this year, because I do believe Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
It is. It is. You could do like a trunk or treat.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like, what would that hurt?
Yeah, or even like, especially it's on a Saturday. One of the ideas I've seen on Facebook that I really like is have all the kids get in their costumes or whatever and stand in the yards and just have a parade that goes through town.
Awesome.
Just
and
throw
also
candy to them.
Yeah. Because I know there was and that's the one thing that does suck about living in a small town is that there's only a few things we could really enjoy. And I know up in Chicago they have a lot of like different, like, there's almost something every month in Chicago.
Yep.
Not
this year though.
No, definitely not this year. I mean,
no, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
St. Patty's Day they did like the river thing. I know they got Taste of Chicago. They have
yeah, they're doing like a scavenger hunt right now, a virtual scavenger hunt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I know like down here, like we started doing this thing a few years ago, in Peatone where they, it's like Christmas Village. Santa would come in on a helicopter, land at the car dealership, like right outside of town. Kids could go there. I believe he's there with the Grinch, and they give out candy, ask kids what they want and everything, give them like little gifts. Every town in like the downtown area and stuff like that, even like the bars and the restaurants, they have like gift like ideas and different things that kids to do. Like Fire Pit Bar and Grill, one of the former sponsors of our show and friend of the show, they do like a fondue kind of like a chocolate fountain thing.
Oh, nice.
Obviously, that's probably something you can't really do because of this, but that was something that they did. Fire Pit Bar and Grill, Game On Bar and Grill, they did like hot dogs and stuff like that, where people come in and get a hot dog and get some hot chocolate and stuff. There's some places that do like ornament painting and, like get face painting, and it's just a really cool thing. And at the end of the night, they do like this light up parade with all these trucks and the cement truck and fire trucks all lit up and going through town. And there's been a lot of people pissed at the fact that might not be a thing this year. Now, granted, that's December. We are looking at 3 months away from now, which also blows my fucking mind that Christmas is pretty much 3.5 months from now.
Right. Well, it's still March, I think. It's been like 180 days of March.
Yeah. Right. I'm still waiting for that one good fucking Easter.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people are like concerned about like, what is and what isn't going to happen. And the thing is like everything changes almost every, 10 or 14 days based on the numbers. So we don't know how bad the lockdown is going to be in October. We don't know what it's going to be like in November. I mean, I even asking my mom a couple weeks ago. It's like, this may be a year I don't have to worry about sitting outside in the cold for 3 hours on Black Friday. Because I don't see them doing a Black Friday if these numbers and shit don't die down.
And as I understand it, most businesses have canceled Black Friday already.
Oh yeah. Menards, I don't see them ever doing it. But
yeah.
You're either going to get the group of people who are going to refuse to do it because they don't want to be that close to people. Or you're going to get the people who are complete assholes, as they are every year.
Right.
Upset at the fact that all these people are trying to get through this door at once, and they're screaming social distancing, wear your mask and shit like that. Like, I'm sorry. At a certain point, if you're shoving me from behind, you completely lose your right to tell me to social fucking distance. Because we have committed to the idea that we are shoved inside this fucking store.
Right.
No fucking
Also,
way.
it's like, I mean, we live in Illinois and it's a no fault state for whatever reason, but like in reasonable states with reasonable driving rules, when someone hits you from behind, it's their fault that the accident happened.
Yeah.
So if you're behind me, pushing me and saying, stay 6 feet away from me, you're behind me. You stay 6 feet away from me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Unless you have a 7-foot arm span, you're fucking up here.
Yeah.
But it's just, and that's the goofy shit. Like, and I told Mom, like, listen, if they have Black Friday, I don't know what my work life is going to be like. I'm hoping, knock on wood, I'm supposed to get a job probably in the next couple of weeks here.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, knock on wood.
Yeah. Between you and me, don't want it. But I need it. Yeah. And I'll tell you more about it off air because I don't want to fucking, get into that. But
yeah.
Basically, if I get this job, it's going to screw up a lot of things. We'll just have to kind of figure that out as it goes because it's a different schedule. It's like a 2 day on, 2 day off, 3 day on, 3 day off, 2 day on, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
So, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But it's like I told Mom, like, if there is a Black Friday, if Menards is open, like, I'm in, like, I'll go, granted, me having bronchitis, me being a smoker, if I get corona, I'm fucking dead.
Right.
It's just fucking heavy.
No kidding.
But it's just like, I'm so sick and tired of fucking, like, not living. Like, I spend enough time inside my house fucking squatting on my couch because I'm too afraid to fucking go out anywhere. And I think as long as I do my part on wearing my mask, sanitizing my hands, not touching my face, not breathing in the same vicinity as other people, I think I have a shot of being okay.
Yeah.
It just sucks knowing that like people like have this whole idea now of what's Christmas going to be like this year? What's the travel going to be like this year? People who usually go down to Florida to see their grandparents or Arizona or come up here, they're still worried about like that shit not happen. It's like, you don't know yet. Like, just get to fucking October,
Yeah.
If they do end up saying they hate it as an issue with trick-or-treating, figure something out. Like, listen, just explain to people, like, if you're going to go trick-or-treating, every kid has a mask, no more than 2 kids at the door at a time. So just wait your fucking turn. But you know what? At that point, you expand the time for trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
You do it from fucking noon to 8 o'clock. So it gives enough kids enough time to go around, show them the proper way to social distance. If it's family and it's like going to a restaurant. If it's family and friends, you guys want to go up to a fucking, door together, wear your fucking mask, do it, and then fucking leave. And then let the next group of kids go up to it. It's the best way to fucking do it. Or like you said, the fucking, trunk or treat. I know there are churches around here that do that shit. Sometimes they do it the weekend before or something like that. And it's amazing. Right. And I know, and this might be horrible to fucking say, I know it's very common in like bad areas. My ex she's the one that first told me about trunk or treat. I never heard anything about trunk or treat until she told me about it. And I was like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of trick-or-treating, doesn't it? Because, first off, it's not Halloween. And second off, it's just 20 cars in a parking lot. They walk up to a trunk, get candy, and walk away.
Yeah,
it's like you're basically encouraging children to get candy from vehicles. It's just like, well, the neighborhood that they're in is not really safe for them to walk around at night. I get that. Growing up, I understand that. It's because sometimes that shit's hard. I live in a great neighborhood, and I got beat up myself. It happens.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, goofy. Long time. God, such a stupid story. But, this shit like that does happen. If that happens in a town like mine, I couldn't imagine what it was like in the town that they live in because I know about the crime rates and the police blotters and all that stuff. So
yeah, and I remember when I was growing up in Earl Park, town of like 200 people.
Mhm.
I think they did trick or treating for a couple of years when I was little, and then they just stopped doing it entirely. And this wouldn't be helpful for this year, but they put on a Halloween party that everyone in town was invited to, and they had like a haunted trails thing that people could go on, and the adults dressed up and scared kids, and that was great. And there was like a costume contest, and then at the end of the night, everybody was given a gigantic bag of candy, and you went home with your big bag of candy. There was no real trick or treating, but it was still a nice, ritual,
Yeah.
good celebration of the holiday.
Yeah. And it was, I know there was also talk, obviously, haunted houses aren't a thing this year.
Right.
I thought there was one that mentioned something about them being open. I don't see how they're going to be able to pull that off. It wasn't Statesville. I know Statesville officially announced they're not opening.
Dang.
I want to say it might have been the Indiana one that's off of 80 over there. Devil's Realm or something like that. I think we went to it, Joe, when we were like younger. Like,
oh, I don't remember at all.
I think like Lincoln Navigator era.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah. But I know there was one article I read about somewhere. I want to say it was Kentucky, Tennessee. They're doing like drive-through haunted houses.
I don't know about that. It seems
dangerous.
Yes.
It seems very fucking dangerous. I guess realistically, you just gotta trust that the actors aren't gonna be in front of the cars.
Yeah.
But I think what it is, I think it's just it's like a brief driving through the fucking. Now, I think that would be cool if it was like, almost like a roller coaster thing. If it was like golf carts on like a track.
Yeah, or if like you could set it up like certain car washes, where you park, you put your car in neutral, and it clicks in and pulls you through. That'd be pretty neat, actually.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think the whole like free car, because the thing is, like, if somebody is too paranoid and they get freaked out, and it's not even at the point like so much where like they get freaked out and they try to drive away and run over an actor,
right?
But they run into the car in front of them.
Yeah.
So
a lot of liability.
Yeah, so a lot of like trying to figure out how that fucking works. I mean, if it's not jump scare stuff, maybe like if you're driving through it, like you're looking at Christmas decorations, through like a neighborhood.
Yeah, you got to tune your radio to the thing, and it's like telling you the creepy story as you go, and it's got like the boyfriend's feet hanging and scraping across the top of this car thing, and
yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think they gotta take some more time to figure out if it works right, because there's a lot of safety measures to take part. I mean, there are hardly any people that can walk through a fucking haunted house without punching someone in the fucking face. You got a fucking 2-ton car now. I mean, like shit. Like, I'm sorry. It's just it's the reality of it. But I get it that people want to celebrate the holidays the best they can in the situation they are.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool year for like figuring out new traditions.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I think I may actually throw out some Halloween decorations here, just because I do feel bad. It just sucks that.
I'm kind of glad I have a wedding to go to. I'm not going to be celebrating Halloween, quote unquote, properly anyway.
Good for you, Joe. Find a way. But hopefully it happens. But like I said, this freaky show, I mean, obviously we got our freaky tales that are going to be submitted by us. You guys are more than welcome to submit a story of your own or recommend one. All will be considered for it because we are doing 4 this year, obviously 1 for every episode. We're talking about movie monsters one week, serial killers another week, haunted places the other week, and then an interview with somebody, not sure who yet, still working on it. Maybe, I don't know, like we'll figure something out. I definitely do want to do an interview for this year. I know Fear is always good to come on during the Halloween time, so maybe.
Nice.
But we got a lot of stuff going on. This freaky show is going to be great this year. I can't express how happy I am for our podcast when it comes to 2020. I mean, everything else outside of it sucks. But I think this freaking show for 2020, between the 200th episode, the 5-year anniversary, and the entire month of doing this freaky show, I'm really excited for everything. And I know I've said that, I think, every episode for like the last 3 weeks, but I do mean it. And I think as long as everything works out, I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing these cemetery tours and even like teaching ourselves more about like, you know, the history that happens at these, like the experiences that people see. And even like, I know like when it comes to Bachelor's Grove, I mean, like it is a landmark that people visit and everything. So there's a good chance that other people will be there. I mean, for me personally, I'm not a good scare person. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to fucking do. I may do 30 movies, for the 31 movie Halloween 31 day movie challenge or something. I may actually watch some horror movies.
Nice.
Yeah. It'll be during the day though. I'm not stupid.
Haha.
No.
Fair enough.
But, a lot of cool things coming up.
I'm not laughing at the idea of you being stupid, by the way. I'm laughing at the idea of watching movies during the day. I love being scared. I love horror movies at night. Like, make me not sleep, man.
Nope. I'm okay watching it during the day and just saying I fucking did it.
Yep.
Good with it. But no, a lot of cool things coming up. Again, guys, everything we're going to do can either be found here, on this freaking show or over on our YouTube page, Freaknet Studios. Again, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell over there because that's where you're going to find our cemetery tours, as well as the vlogs and stuff that we do during our diet challenges. Joey, I know we haven't done ours yet this week, so maybe we could do it, here coming up soon. Kind of get an update. Everything's going great for me. I hope they are for you.
Nice.
And
I'm doing a bad job.
Well, you are coming off a bachelor party.
Yeah.
And you do got your church opening up next week, so there's a lot of stress in that too.
There is a lot of stress eating going on. I'm not going to lie.
And there's always needs to be a second place. So
true. Yeah. First loser.
So, but we gotta do the update on our vlog, and again, the Diet Journey vlogs are available on the Freakin' Studios page as well. This freaking show is pumping out a lot of content on that YouTube page. Very proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But all that stuff can be found there and everything. But Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
Oh, I'm freaking thinking about the church opening.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm hoping we're doing the right thing. I'm hoping we're doing it right. I feel like we're going to be okay. You know, we're limiting the number of people as per the regulations. We're having everybody come in through doors that are going to be we've got handicap accessible entrances, so we can literally prop the doors open. So no one has to touch the handles. We're having people screen at home. We're distancing people as they sit. We're not going to sing during the services. So I don't know. I hope we're doing it right. I hope nobody gets sick. You know, I have no doubt in my mind that I'll be officiating some of these people's funerals at some point in the future. I just hope that we're not rushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it should be good. I'm really looking forward to being in person again. I mean, I think we've been doing a pretty good job, and I think we've done as best as we could do to create a really, you know, intimate, distanced service. But I really miss people. I'm really looking. I'm almost in tears right now thinking about how happy I'm going to be to see people in person. So, yeah, that's going to be great. What are you freaking thinking about?
You know, you could fucking help me with this, Joe, because you're married. You've had a wedding.
True.
Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was seeing this girl.
Yeah.
Who turned out to be a bitch.
Oh no.
Nice, right? Not her fault. She just completely forgot they were supposed to go on a date, and I sat at the restaurant for 40 minutes and she never showed up and never responded back to any of my messages that, communication issues, we'll call it that.
Yeah.
But she's a bitch. Well, she was supposed to be my date for this wedding I had this weekend.
Yeah.
So, Joey, let's say this is your wedding I'm going to.
Okay.
And I RSVP'd me and a +1.
Yeah.
Now, I've spoken to the bride's mother because she's my neighbor. Friend of the family, knew them forever.
Yeah.
I kissed the bride at my sister's wedding. Fun fact.
Oh.
No reason to tell that other than just to brag. So,
yeah.
we had this conversation, me and her mom, in my garage when I was working on like my woodworking shit.
Yeah.
And she was always like, so you're bringing that girl to the wedding? And I was like, oh no, I was going to, but she's a bitch. So I don't have a +1. She's like, oh, so you're going on your own? I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure. She's like, why don't you bring somebody else? And I was like, I don't know about that. To me, it's just kind of weird. Like, it's one thing if I had a set date for the wedding,
right?
You know, 'cause it's my +1. But now it's like, now I'm just going to invite some random person who's like, hey, listen, I got a wedding this Saturday that I know you don't know the person who's getting married, and it's just kind of a fill-in thing at this point. Do you want to fucking go? Like, I don't know why in my mind it was okay to bring this girl that nobody fucking knew, but
right.
She was my initial date, to now bring somebody else who is in the same boat, but just kind of a fill-in.
Huh? Right.
Which the mother assured me, it's like, just bring who you want. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I was like, I don't fucking know. And she wanted to bring my one friend that we bumped into, but she's married. And I know her husband doesn't fucking like me, and that's okay. I could also bring another friend of mine, but they're busy. So it's not like I sit there and say, hey, why don't you blow off those plans to come hang out with me? Because first off, I know she'd do it. Second off, I'd feel bad about it.
Yeah.
So I'm down to either trying to see if one girl would go with me, or I just go on my own. Colin and his girlfriend is going to be there. Mom and Carla are going to be there. So it's not like I'm going to be alone. There's going to be people there.
Right.
But if it was your wedding, would you rather have me bring somebody else since I already did the +1, or just show up by myself?
I got to take a step back and make this hypothetical, because at my wedding I wouldn't have been mad about it. I just feel like they wouldn't have had a very good time because of the way that my wedding went.
Well, I think one of the positives. Wait, are you talking about me drinking fucking vase water? How dare
No,
you?
I'm talking about how we spent all our goddamn time taking photos instead of fucking dancing and hanging out with people.
I don't think anyone danced.
Yeah.
God, why was there so many photos?
I don't know. I'm still kind of pissed about it, to be honest with you. 5 years later, I'm still mad.
There was so many photos. I started to sweat because of how many photos.
Yeah. That lady's not even, she still does photos, but she doesn't do weddings anymore.
There were so many photos. There was a point where we got there first thing like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
There were so many photos that they said, hey, we need to get this real quick because we're losing sun.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. So at a normal wedding where that shit wouldn't happen, I would have no problem with it. The more the merrier is my philosophy on life. And since you were already down for a +1, I wouldn't be out anything. Yeah,
and the thing is, like, it's more of like a family style, like, meal kind of concept, so there's no, like, buying a plate. So it's not like, they're spending money on a plate that's not being eaten. It's a family style kind of, so you pass the plates, fill your stuff. I think, the open bar is just beer and wine, so, it's almost, like, I guess in my mind, it's like, I guess it wouldn't be a big deal if I did go alone, because it wouldn't cost them any different if I brought somebody. But then at the same time, it's like, I would like to go with somebody, because if I was to dance or something like that, I'd like to dance with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, when I go to weddings, like, I do enjoy dancing. I do the Cupid Shuffle a little bit as like a fun one, but I do enjoy slow dances. And I think I enjoy them. I mean, I love dancing at weddings. That's why it kind of bummed me out, like, because we didn't do much dancing at your wedding. Right. I spent more time walking around with some guy, I can't remember his name, taking half-drunk bottles of wine from tables that people are leaving.
Yeah.
Still fun. Don't regret it.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. But the one thing I'm definitely thinking about is I do have a wedding this weekend. I think this Sunday I may check out this bar that's out here, which is not so much like a bar per se, but it's like a guy out here built a bar in his barn for people to come over and hang out at.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah, and they got these TVs in there. This Sunday's supposed to be the first Bears game, taking on the Lions. So I was like, maybe I'll go out and I'll do that. I'll go check out the barn, watch the Bears game and stuff like that. So kind of like really have a good weekend, because like I said, I may have a job offer this week, and if it does, it's probably my last full free weekend until training's done. I don't know, but
nice.
We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I mean, obviously, we got our plans for the 19th. There's also a wrestling show on the 19th. You know, the 26th, I'm also big. So I got a lot of different things happening over the next couple of weekends I'm really excited about. September is my busy weekend month, and I do love it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's fun.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on This Freakin' Show. But if a week of an hour of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough, where can they go?
If you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live.
Excellent. Guys, you gotta make sure you follow us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at This Freakin' Show. You can find our show every single week on iTunes, Google Pod, Spotify, and Podbean just by searching This Freakin' Show. Make sure you subscribe to us and give us a rate and review at any of the formats that you follow us on. And also make sure you check out our Facebook page. Check out the stories for Freaknet Studios and This Freakin' Show to check out the polls for the presidential bracket that we have going on. Again, guys, This Freakin' Show is brought to you because of BallWash.com and Audible. We do appreciate you guys being sponsors. And we are part of Freaknet Studios, so make sure you check out FreakNetStudios.com to check out all the other podcasts we are associated with, like Just Freak Wrestling and The Gray Area. Guys, that's all I got, because as always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And thank you for listening to another episode of This Freakin' Show. I'm out.